How can archaeologists avoid bias in artifact analysis? Imagine trying to understand a story from a puzzle with missing or mismatched pieces. That's what bias can do to artifact analysis in archaeology. It can distort what we think happened in the past. So, how do archaeologists keep their work honest and clear? First, they recognize that bias can come from many places. Preservation bias happens because some materials like pottery survive longer than organic items like wood or textiles. If archaeologists only find pottery, they might think people used it more than other items, which isn't always true. Sampling bias is another issue. If collections are incomplete or favor certain types of artifacts, our picture of the past becomes skewed. For example, museums might have more decorated objects because they look better, not because they were more common. Breakage bias also plays a role. Fragile items like pottery break into many pieces, which can make it seem like there were more small fragments than whole objects. Classification bias occurs when researchers impose their own categories on artifacts instead of letting the data speak for itself. To avoid these pitfalls, archaeologists use standardized systems for recording artifact details. They create clear rules for describing material, color, and shape before analyzing. This way, different researchers can record data consistently, making results comparable. Data management is key too. They carefully enter information into spreadsheets or databases, checking for errors or missing data. This prevents small mistakes from leading to big misinterpretations later. Comparing collections from different sources helps identify biases. For example, if older museum collections are biased toward decorated objects, archaeologists can adjust their interpretations accordingly. They also use descriptive statistics to see what's typical in an assemblage. Creating charts and tables helps reveal patterns without jumping to conclusions. When patterns are clear, they apply statistical tests to see if differences between groups are real or just random. For example, they might compare artifact types from different sites to see if they're significantly different. For chemical analysis, techniques like principal component analysis help identify genuine groupings based on composition, reducing the chance of bias from preconceived categories. When working with surface collections, archaeologists decide whether counting artifacts or weighing them gives the best picture. Sometimes breakage makes counts misleading, so combining both methods offers a clearer view. Field sampling is also important. Using random or systematic sampling methods ensures the artifacts selected representing the whole site, not just the easiest or most interesting spots. Throughout the process, archaeologists keep detailed records of their decisions. They note which artifacts they exclude and why, how they code data, and what statistical tests they use. This transparency allows others to review and verify their work. Collaborating with specialists like statisticians or chemists adds extra layers of checks. They can spot biases that archaeologists might miss and suggest better methods. By applying all these strategies together, archaeologists work to keep artifact analysis fair and accurate. It's a team effort that helps us understand the past with confidence, based on solid evidence rather than assumptions.